Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. I figure it's about time that I make a video. I keep meaning to, but I just get busy and forget about it. But I've been watching y'all's YouTube videos for a couple years now. I know y'all do mostly cars that I see, but I do mostly airplanes. But I've done cars and motorcycles and ships and everything else. I did a lot of model building as a kid. And I also, as you'll see in a minute, my other passion is RC airplanes, and I spent a lot of time doing that. So I've only really been back into the plastic models for probably a couple of years now. But watching the Dr. Cranky videos and Dave Parker, he cracks me up. Chevy Cheeseburger, a lot of you guys that I just can't remember off the top of my head, but I watch a lot of the videos. So I figured it's time I'd introduce myself. My name's Clint, down here in Florida. So I'm going to just kind of go around my little hobby room here and kind of show you all my stuff. Alright, I'll back up a little here. This is my little oasis for my hobby room, and you'll see RC airplanes pretty much everywhere. More RC airplanes. And then of course my computer stuff. I was big into computers for a long time too. Went into the water cooling and even got as far as liquid nitrogen for benchmarking, but that just got way too expensive, so got out of that. But the wife lets me keep up the RC hobby and the plastic models. There's my one little cat, Kit Kat. So this is my model desk. Right now I'm working on a Hasegawa 48 scale F14 Tomcat. It's pretty close to being ready to paint right now, but I'll kind of pan around here. RC planes, some balsa kits for airplanes. These drawers are pretty much all full of RC stuff, retracts and wheels, and I know you guys aren't really into the RC stuff, so I'm not going to go into those too much. But here's my paint racks. When I first got back into the hobby, I watched a video and somebody was using the Vallejo model. It ends up they were using the Model Air, but hey, Kit Kat, get down, crazy cats. But I didn't know the difference between the Model Color and the Model Air, so I bought the Model Color to begin with, and after it clogged my airbrush for about the millionth time, I finally figured out that the Model Air was actually the ones to get. I try to use mostly acrylic paints, just because that's my spray booth, the fan going out the window, so I try to stay away from anything but acrylic. But I do use, as you'll see, metalizer paints. I use a Model Master. I love them because they're buffable and they work really well. Mostly Tamiya paints, Model Air, few testers. Let's see, we got up here, like, this stuff is for balsa airplanes. Of course I got my Future. Sanding sticks from Flory Models, which I'm a member at Flory Models, which I absolutely love. That was the other thing that got me back into the hobby. Flory Models is awesome. I love Phil Flory. He's a trip. Great model builder for sure. Some wood glues, thin CA. This Elmer's spray thing. This was on clearance once at Hobby Lobby, and I got it for like $2, I think. I don't know, never used it, but kicker, some India ink. That's a paint retarder. The Tamiya XF19, I got a little box of 6 of them because I use them for primer a lot. Glues, Mr. Color leveling thinner. I do use loving that. It mixes good with acrylic paints too, but it gives an incredible finish. Little stuff here for decals and Tamiya X20A and Tamiya lacquer. There's some of my testers, bottles, hot glue gun. Let's see, down the bottom, let's scoot my chair over here so I can sit down. You can see a lot of wood stuff here. Those are balsa boards for building remote control airplanes. A lot of balsa scraps. This little coffee warmer which I got on Amazon. Or no, I'm sorry, my wife got me this at Walmart for like $5, but it's awesome for your decals. I set the little tub of water on here and turn it on, and it keeps the water like the perfect temperature, just lukewarm. So any of you guys that haven't tried that before, this thing's awesome. My mask, which I never use, and I should, I know, but I don't. Drill, some clamps, my cat again. This is mostly where I do most of my airbrushing, which you see I've got some acrylic retarder, which works really good if you're sometimes the airbrush will like stick on the end here, on the right there. You'll get the little blobs on there where it makes it start spitting. If you just put a drop or two of that acrylic flow improver, it never does that, and then the paint kind of self levels, and it's really awesome. Airbrush, thinners, different things, Windex, alcohol, just mostly stuff for airbrushing. Of course, my soldering gun down there for my RC stuff. These drawers are mostly for paint stuff, some popsicle sticks. These are like for little paint sticks, you know, to alligator clips to hold the parts on, which I just then stick in the little styrofoam I have there. Some whatchamacallit, paint droppers, whatever, I can't think what they're called, and then the brushes to clean my airbrush. And my cat, man, my cat wants to be in this video. Markers and paint brushes. That's my compressor, and I actually bought that compressor like in 2002 because I was going to get back into models, and it just sat in the box until about 2 years ago. So it sat in the box for almost 10 years without ever being used, but works good. Been using it a lot for the last couple of years. Right now I'm using the Badger Chrome, or sorry, not Badger Chrome, Badger Velocity, and I like it. Works really good. I also have which I don't know where. Oh, this one sometimes I use as a bottom feed. Sometimes I'll use it like if I gotta paint like a huge area, because I can put a big cup under it, and then I don't have to keep filling up the little paint cup for the gravity feed. Just a lot of different things here. Paint mixer. This, my wife actually had this for mixing milk in her tea, and she hadn't used it in a while, so I kind of stole it, and I knew if I just started paint with it once, she'd never want it back, so I got that now. Paper towels, my lava lamp box. This is actually I'm gonna hold this here. This is where I keep my styrene stuff for scratch building. Put that back on there. Let's see, kicker and different things, and of course all my tape down here, Tamiya tape. If you guys haven't used the frog tape, it works exactly like the Tamiya tape, except it's a whole lot cheaper. Walmart has it. This is the thinner one. They have a thicker one too, but it works really well. Let's see, there's some intake, or I mean exhaust for this F14. I kind of, as I'm building models, I keep little stuff on this shelf because my cat hasn't found it yet, so well, I'm probably going to show her. This is spare tape. This is lead wire for scratch building, and then I have some styrene plastic sheets there. Just odds and ends there. Not mention that one. This one is clamps, different kinds. Knives. I know Dr. Cranky had shown me this once with the scalpel blade. Man, if you've never tried these, they are awesome. They are really sharp. I got a bunch of extra blades for those. This cutting tools, the little saw, some different scissors and stuff like that. This is all my scribing stuff, dental tools and the Tamiya scriber and scribing templates. My can't remember what you call this tape, but it's Dino tape, I think. think that's what that's called. Use that for scribing, works good. These are photo etches. I usually keep all my photo etch stuff in there, but I have it all scattered out throughout my desk here. Let's see. Yeah, my photo etch bending pliers, and I got these photo etch pliers. They were like 20 bucks or something, but they work so good. They get right at the ends of the, you know what I mean, the little photo etch frets, where you can actually cut out these little tiny pieces of photo etch without having any of the actual sprue on them. Works really well. Let's see what else here. This is for decal stuff. Filler, and I got some white tack in there, my homemade filler. I like using this Vallejo plastic filler because I can just basically wet a Q-tip and wipe it away. Don't have to wait and try to sand it. Sanding sponges. These are all, these are the fine ones. I can't think what you call them now, but they're the polishing sticks, different kinds. Flory Models is mostly what I use now. And these are all my sanding sponges, and then regular sanding sticks and skinny sticks. Let's see, I think that's about it really for my hobby table. Other than I can kind of show you what models I have still to build. This is the Hasegawa missile set. See, because unbelievably the Hasegawa kit doesn't come with any weapons, which I think is ridiculous, but it doesn't. It's 32nd scale BF-109 Edard, and then the Edard MiG-29A. These are my two nice airplane kits, the two 32nd scale Tamiya kits, the Spitfire and the P-51. Then I've got this Kit Kat. Boy, she wants to be in this video. Got the little 48 scale F-14A Tomcat. This was actually at Michael's. And it was at Michael's, and I got it for like $8. I don't know if they had it priced wrong or what. I mean, it does have raised panel lines, so it's going to take a lot of work, but for $8. Then that's the new Academy F4B 48 scale, which I'm looking forward to. That's the Gillows kit, Thunderbolt. That's a balsa kit. I love converting balsa kits to RC. It's a challenge, to say the least. B-24 Liberator. There's two of them, but I actually built one of them already. My wife actually got me that. She got me that, and she got me this 12th scale Tamiya race car, which I've wanted to build it a bunch of times. It looks like a beautiful kit. It's one of them that's so nice I don't want to build it because then it'll be over with, if you know what I mean. So I haven't built that one yet. And that's pretty much it for the plastic model stuff. That's all for RC. Of course, my RC Corsair, little Mustang that I built from balsa wood. So that's about it. Just a little intro to introduce myself. Again, my name's Clint, and I've been watching y'all's videos for a while, so I just figured it was time that I post one up. Let me know what you think, and have a good Friday and good weekend. Later.